I'm Jay Hurt, relationship coach. Welcome to my channel, The Confident Charismatic, where we talk about charisma, confidence, and winning at life. You know, one of the saddest parts of my job as a relationship coach is when I talk to women and they read me the text a guy sent to them. The text game out there is really bad, fellas. I mean, really, really bad. That's okay, because we're changing that. The same confidence that is on display when you talk to a woman in person is the same confidence you have to exude when you're talking to women in text, especially the number you just got from the woman who you really want to see again. You're already in there, fam. Now all you have to do is use text how it is really meant to be used, and you'll keep her calling and texting to your heart's content. Are you ready? Nah, for real, bruh. Are you ready? These are secrets that a lot of men don't understand. Trust me when I tell you they don't understand. Use them wisely. Use your new powers for good and not for evil. Sounds like a plan? Cool. Let's get it. This is one of those videos where you need to get out the pad and pen, old school, right? Write it down. You may need to say these things over and over again, like affirmations. Etch this into your brain, okay? Cool. So first thing first, stop texting full conversations. Okay, so here's where we get into trouble. We have long, drawn-out conversations over text because we like to use texting as a media, so we have long conversations. It's not necessarily the length of the conversation, it's the length of your comments and responses. Men often start a conversation harmlessly enough, and 5 minutes into it, the safety of not being face-to-face allows you to put every thought you've ever had into a text. It could be how much you want to be with the woman. It could be that you desire her sexually, or it could be that you're scared to death of her. We often drop too much too soon because the keyboard gives us a false sense of security. It's still a woman on the other end, man. When you're face to face or 2,500 miles away, she can still be creeped out, pushed away, put off, or offended. Having a conversation on text is okay, but I would encourage you to stop the long conversations and plan a time to either talk on the phone or via FaceTime. Think of the trolls on the internet. They say things they would never even consider saying to anyone's face. It's the same foundational premise, but in a good way. You want to share all the things you can't seem to say to her face, but there's a time and place for it. Life stories, professions of love after the second date, fetishes, all those things need to be discussed in person at the appropriate time. Engage her in the conversation. I understand that it's cute to say, "Good morning, babe. Hello, queen. Wake up, sleeping beauty." If y'all have made it to that point and you already know she likes the fluffy conversation in text, that's fine. If you aren't sure though, don't do it. Learn about her in person as much as you can. Even when women like text to let you know they're thinking about them, when you do share a text, be engaging. It's okay to be funny and not to take yourself so seriously. When she wants to know what you're doing or where you're going, one-word answers are not engaging. It's a balance, right? No dissertations in text, but one-word answers are not engaging. She wants to know that you're interested in her without smothering her. Also, when engaging, learn what she enjoys discussing, what's important to her, what kind of sense of humor does she have, and what makes her smile. Most people talk about themselves, right? Even in text. I know I do, duh. You win when you pay attention to the text and ask relevant questions. This is engaging. Real quick, do you want better relationships? Do you want a great relationship? If you could imagine your relationship, what would it look like? If you want to share what your ideal relationship would look like, drop a note in the comments. That's what we're here for. Better relationships and text messages and better lives as men. Like, share, hit me up in the comments, and let's get back to something that text actually doesn't do quite so well. Text doesn't convey emotion very well. Okay, so I fought it forever. but I finally came over to the dark side. I use emojis. I'm still not sure if it's okay for a grown man to use emojis, but that's probably another conversation for another day. That said, emojis do one thing really well. They convey emotion. As a practicing sarcastic, emojis are really a blessing for me because if you know me really well, it might be tough to decipher if my text is a straight up comment or if it's littered with sarcasm. Keep that in mind with many things that are said. For example, I love you could mean one thing to you. You're proposing to her the next time you see her, and something totally different to her. She's like, he's sweet. I hope he finds a woman who wants him. The challenge is you can't effectively use emojis in every part of a text, even if you were okay with a grown man sending a bunch of emojis. Make your points clear but concise. You can't fully win a woman over in text, but you can make her less interested in you through texting. Text messages are ways to connect, but keep in mind that you can send the wrong signals if you aren't thoughtful in your communication. Respond when you have time. A major mistake we make in texting is that we prioritize the text conversation over our own lives. If I get a text from my boss, sure, I'll prioritize that one, and you should too. My wife is not going to let you sleep on my couch because you decided you were going to get back to him or her when you wanted to. Negative, sir. Don't mistake what I'm trying to say here. But when you're dating, it's fine to respond as soon as you have a moment. But have you ever dated someone and it felt like they were looking at their phone every minute of the day waiting on your text? So when you sent your text, they responded so quickly it seemed like your text wasn't even finished sending. You're thinking, how did they hit me back so fast? I know you have. We all have. It's not sexy. Sure, coincidences happen. That's not what I'm saying. Go live your life. Get outside. Put the phone down or wait. Here's an entirely new concept, y'all. Check this out. Turn the phone completely off. The crazy thing is when you push power, you know what? It comes back on. Wow. I tried to tell y'all I was sarcastic, but y'all didn't listen. Anyway, spend some time doing you, bruh. You know what's crazy? When you go to live your life, when you actually come back to the phone, you have a lot more to talk about. Women don't want a dude that lives to respond to her every beck and call. She might think it's cute in the beginning, but let me tell you something. She's telling her girls about you, and that ain't so cute. Keep in mind, I'm not saying to make it a point not to respond. We're not playing games here. I'm saying live some life untethered to your text messages. Go to a sports bar, go to a farmer's market, go to the gym, wherever you can have some time with just you and your thoughts and no sign of a digital signature. The text messages later will be more engaging and you'll both have more to discuss. My charismatic fam, texting is 100% art. Learn your woman, learn her love languages, learn her habits, listen to what brings her joy. Listen to what irritates her. Store this up in your hard drive. Not that hard drive, man. Your brain, bruh. Stay with me. Stay with me. Learn her likes and dislikes. Is she a conversationalist? Does she even prefer texting as a method of communication? Pay close attention. Follow the directions of what you're learning. You know, when you master the art of texting, she will know that charisma is indeed your superpower.